that we do more for Israel than we do for ourselves. Do you believe that?
No, I don't. I didn't say we do more for Israel. It's like, but where's the care? Where's the concern?
I mean, yeah, that's the difference between what we like, how I feel about what we did in Venezuela, because I believe that, yeah, we could definitely see some positive things out of that. We're already seeing positive things out of that. Of course, like doubling or basically quadrupling our oil supply. Great, or our oil reserves. So that's great. That worked out for us. I don't see how Iran's going to work out for us, to be quite honest with you. And if we're wrong about the support for the government, it's just going to be a destabilized country that we can't take advantage of that we spent billions, maybe trillions of dollars into, like an investment that we can't get nothing out of. So, yeah, I mean, I just don't see a way we can honestly get a good investment out of it. I mean, maybe we could try out some cool weapons, but yeah, that's nice, but that's expensive. At least with Venezuela, we got something out of that. We got an asset out of that. If we'd have took Greenland, I mean, that'd have been an asset. But if we're fighting Iran, I mean, we're not going to just try to take all of Iran.
I asked you a question a little bit ago you never got back to, because I think it's an important one. Because one of the things that I sense a tension with you, you feel like that we do too much for Israel, we're getting nothing from it. And I ask you how many...
No, I don't think we're... Oh, God. I mean, bro, Bibi literally came down to Congress and was talking about how we need to overthrow Saddam. So what are you talking about? Like, he's been saying it. He said it for a minute. Like, that's what he was saying every single time. So to sit there and say that Israel had no influence, bro, come on now. He was saying it in front of our Congress every day. Not every day, but every time he pulled up. Bro. I'm like, bro, you can't have like Bibi Netanyahu, who I believe was like a defense official at the time, and there was times he was prime minister as well, came here and talked about how we need to overthrow Saddam Hussein. That if we cause a regime change in Iraq, it will have positive reverberations throughout the Middle East. Everybody remembers this.
Yes, this has been widely written.
Negotiations between Hamas. I mean, they bombed Qatar because they were trying to destroy the negotiation that was going down between Hamas and Israel, or between Hamas and the United States, because you couldn't trust Israel to work a deal out. So the United States had to step in. And they tried to kill the negotiators for Hamas in Qatar, in Doha, and bombed them. And then everybody tried to sit there and say, oh, but Qatar's evil, but this, that, and the third. Bro, they're an ally. They're more of an ally to us than Israel. They invest in us better than Israel do. I mean, bro, they bought planes for us that's going to keep these guys, that's going to actually bring Americans into the factory to build the parts for those planes to give to Qatar. At least they're fucking investing. And they hold a military base there. It's like, what? But they're all of a sudden our enemy because Israel chooses to bomb them out of nowhere? Like, you kind of see where things kind of look a little weird, that every time Israel bombs somewhere, all of a sudden all the excuses in the world come up for, oh, well, this is why we had to do it, because, well, oh, they're Muslims. Oh, it's the Qataris. No. And the Qataris ain't our enemy. Let's be honest now. They're a friendly Muslim nation to the American people. Like, they're a friendly Muslim nation, period. Americans can go there freely. Americans live there. Hillary Clinton went there and had a good time. So please, spare me.
And look, they're acting.
Whoa, Egypt. Okay, I've been told you guys about Lebanon and how they broke their ceasefire with them and they bombed them about 2 days ago. So Egypt too? Oh, man. I mean, bro, that's what y'all was trying to push the Palestinians to, and now you're having a conflict with them? Wasn't that where you were trying to push the Palestinians, by the way? So, and then were you going to push them there just to bomb them there too? Like, what the fuck? All right, these guys.
What are those 7 fronts?
Well, you got Lebanon, you have Egypt. Now, Egypt is not an active war, but you have the Muslim Brotherhood within Egypt.
Okay.
You've got the Muslim Brotherhood in Jordan. You've got Syria.
Wait, they're fighting a war with Jordan?
Yeah. Damn. It's just like, so I get it. So wherever the Muslim Brotherhood is, this is where you guys attack. And I would have to ask, I mean, bro, everywhere? So what qualifies as them being part of the Muslim Brotherhood? Like, because I know of the Muslim Brotherhood. I get what he's talking about. But you're about to go to war with all these countries over that? I mean, damn.
with the Muslim Brotherhood that is in Jordan.
Like, bro, let's go back on that. He really said like Lebanon, Egypt, Jordan. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. We didn't even know y'all was getting into it like that.
Israelis want there to be a war? No.
How many? I keep hearing Israel's fighting a 7-front war right now. What are those 7 fronts?
Well, you got Lebanon, you have Egypt. Now, Egypt is not an active war, but you have the Muslim Brotherhood within Egypt. You've got the Muslim Brotherhood in Jordan. You've got Syria.
Wait, they're fighting a war with Jordan?
With the Muslim Brotherhood that is in Jordan, not directly with Jordan, not the government of Jordan.
But are they?
You've got Hezbollah. You've got
in Lebanon,
Houthis.
in Yemen.
You have Hamas in Gaza.
The Houthis.
You have the threats that come from Iran. And how many is that?
That's 7.
Damn. 7-front war. Because the Houthis, of course, they don't like them. The Houthis do not like them. Like, let's be real. They fire rockets every chance they get, even if they know it's gonna miss. It's the pettiness of the Houthis that's like somewhat hilarious but scary at the same time. And then, of course, we got Hezbollah. All right, they say Hamas, which is in their own grounds. And I mean, they could have worked things out with Hamas on day 2, but they said, F it, we want to go into Gaza and, start recklessly bombing them, putting their hostages at risk. But it's all good, though. I mean, they could bomb their own hostages and they'll just blame Hamas. I mean, hey, man, they can do whatever they want as long as they can sit there and blame, insert your favorite terrorist organization.
Egypt. You've got
you know what? I'm not saying that all of these are invalid. It's just that when you guys break ceasefires and, you try to blow up negotiators and all this crazy stuff, it's really hard to sit there and believe that, you know what? Maybe these guys aren't the bad guy. Because I'll be real with you, guys are acting like the villains right now, trying to stop peace negotiations and recklessly bombing, citizens. I mean, if anybody's acting like the villain right now, I'll be real with you, it's kind of Israel.
Muslim Brotherhood in Jordan. You've got Syria.
Wait, they're fighting a war with Jordan?
Yeah.
With the Muslim Brotherhood that is in Jordan, not directly with Jordan, not the government.
So crazy. Like, Qatar has more Christians than Israel. Jordan has more Christians than Israel. I mean, Iraq has about the same number of Christians than Israel. Who else, man? Oh, man, Iran has about the same number of Christians than Israel. So it is crazy. If you attack Jordan, you'll also be striking at Christians as well. And when you strike that Qatar, you could have also got some Christians involved as well.
Government of Jordan.
But are they?
You've got Hezbollah. You've got
in Lebanon,
Houthis.
in Yemen.
You have Hamas in Gaza. You have the threats that come from Iran. And how many is that?
That's 7.
That's 7. Okay. I'd give you an 8th one. The 8th one.
And the problem with Hamas is that, well, let's be real. You guys could have did surgical strikes, but you chose not to. You chose to recklessly bomb Gaza. I mean, let's be real. Because you dropped pamphlets, right, on a hospital doesn't mean you could blow the hospital up. It's still a war crime. Like, regardless of a warning, you can't blow up hospitals. Because even if you send out a warning, it's going to take time to move all the patients. So, yeah, that's not how it works, Israel. Even if you say we drop pamphlets, you can't blow up schools either. You know what? We was willing to give you the first maybe 5 hospitals, but you blew up 10, 20 plus, bro. So, and you didn't really prove that Hamas was hiding under all those hospitals. So, yeah, that's definitely a war crime.
The media. Now, I would tell you there's an 8th front war. They fight.
How many journalists has Israel killed in Gaza?
I don't know.
Over 200. It seems like
now, are they real journalists? Because a lot of those people that were supposedly journalists were actually Hamas fighters that are documented Hamas fighters. So that's why I ask you, how many are actual journalists?
I don't know, but a lot of them were. I mean, they work for.
So y'all killed journalists, and once again, but they're Hamas. No proof that they're Hamas. They said, well, they're suspected Hamas. Sometimes even though they wear the press and they work for Palestinian press, well, we killed them because they were Hamas. With no ties, with no proof, really. But, hey, they're Hamas. And here's the thing. They're Palestinian press. They should be able to interview Hamas and then also be able to talk to Israeli media and American media. But y'all didn't allow that. Y'all killed them. And then said, oh, no, but they were Hamas. I mean, like I said, they can do anything as long as it's Hamas. As long as they tell you it's Hamas, nobody says anything about it. but they have killed plenty of people in the press, mainly people who worked in Palestine. But yeah, that's exactly what they did. And like I said, the excuse is, well, you know that you work for Hamas. I mean, every time.
Supposedly journalists were actually Hamas fighters that are documented Hamas fighters. So that's why I ask you, how many are actual journalists?
You know, I don't.
Documented Hamas fighters, but you couldn't do a surgical strike on Hamas fighters and make sure you leave out the least civilians. Instead, you recklessly bombed buildings because you told us at first that, well, we don't know who's who's a combatant and who's not. But now y'all can tell who's a documented Hamas fighter all of a sudden. But you're out here recklessly bombing, killing whoever because you don't know who's Hamas. Because that was y'all excuse at first. So what changed?
No, but a lot of them were. I mean, they worked for big news organizations and they had press written on their chest.
Yeah, some of them had UNRWA cars, and they were also working for Hamas.
So are
Hamas
you concerned? So do you think that over 200 journalists killed in Gaza are all fake journalists who deserve to be
I
killed?
have no idea how many the total number is. I don't have their credentials, but I know that there were quite a few.
Oh, and here's the worst part. We're talking about guys with a bunch of old ass guns and maybe like 1 or 2 helicopters. And you tell me Israel with the jets, missiles, I mean, bro, all the advanced military tech ever that we got, and you tell me they couldn't do a surgical strike? Oh, yeah, y'all bullshitting me. And it was only 25,000 of them, according to Israel. And you guys had them documented, by the way. So you tell me you couldn't do no surgical strikes, no planned hits. But your plan hits all the leaders, but then you recklessly bomb the people. But you can't do a surgical strike. You can plant beepers with bombs on them on Hezbollah and blow them up with satellites, but you can't do a surgical strike on Hamas, which is a lesser military power. My bad, a lesser militant power. A lesser militant power. Y'all bullshitting me, bro. Okay, you can sell that to somebody else.
There were actually Hamas fighters that protected.
And I wonder.
Yeah, because Israeli settlers are taking over the West Bank. They're literally pushing Palestinians out of their homes, poisoning their wells, which is honestly a crazy anti-Semitic trope right there. But I mean, they're actually doing it according to the Palestinians in the West Bank. And of course, they've killed an American Palestinian. They killed an American citizen. We ain't did shit about it. I just want to let y'all know that. They killed an American citizen who was Palestinian, by the way, and we didn't do shit about it. I just want to let y'all know that, by the way. So it goes to show, like, who means more, an American citizen lives or these Israeli settlers? Well, you got your answer. The Israeli settlers mean more to, well, Israel and America than American lives. So it seems. Because, I mean, that's exactly what they did. They chased down American reporters and threatened to kill them. And these Israeli settlers have not been checked. They've illegally annexed the West Bank, and the world is against it. Even Donald Trump expressed that he's against it. They still did it. So, I mean, I'm honestly, who could honestly check Israel? That's what I'm wondering. Who could check them?
If that's a concern for you, for the native,
but not in Area A. There are none.
Well, he describes the town he grew up in, and I guess I wonder why a Christian whose family's been there for 2,000 years.
There are Palestinian Christians throughout Judea and Samaria. That's true. I've been over to visit them. I go there regularly.
I know you have, and some have been.
We've advocated.
Say that again, because some people don't believe it. Some people think that all these Palestinians are radical Muslims that deserve to die. And then when you tell them that there's Christians, it's like, well, their hateful mind just can't comprehend it because they spent the whole time believing that all of them should die. And trust me, these are Christians thinking that. And I mean, I don't really consider them Christians, but they consider themselves Christian.
For some that are Muslim, but they're
to go to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. Why do they need a permit to do that if they're from there?
Because of the acts of terrorism that has made it impossible to do it.
But you
know how many suicides? No.
Let me. Christians.
You asked this question. So what do we do? Just say you're a Christian? Oh yeah, I'm a Christian, but you're wearing a suicide bomb?
Come on.
Do Christians do suicide bombs?
They could. If all they have to do is just announce I'm a Christian.
I mean, well, if they're a Palestinian, I mean, they would. I mean, sure, if there was any other type of Christian but a Palestinian, yeah, you would be like, nah, we let them in. But as soon as they're a Palestinian, it's like, oh, well, I don't know. They may be a Christian, but they can still blow themselves up like they're a Muslim. Because what? They've associated Islam with evil. They've associated Palestinian with Islam. So AKA Palestinians are evil, even if they are Christian.
The world does not own it. They've had
No, here, but the reckless part is that they assume that there might be a secret Muslim because they're Palestinian. It's like, that's low-key kind of racist. It's like, bro, basically saying, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna let you into the store because you're black, so I'm assuming that you're gonna steal. That's basically what they're doing. And like, sorry, I gotta put it like that, but I don't think some of you guys are gonna truly get what's going on here unless I put it like that.
possession of it since 1967. It doesn't belong to Bibi. It belongs to me and you and every other Christian.
Bibi was probably a young person. I'm not even sure he was.
No Christian should ever be barred from the Church of the Holy Sepulchre.
Should Christians be barred from Joseph's tomb in Nablus?
I don't know. Let's just
told him like this, man. Look, bro, this is all supported off Americans. I mean, so you got to kiss our ass. I mean, both cheeks, respectfully.
Palestinian Authority, and that's what we're talking about. There are Christians. Look, I know some Christians who live in Bethlehem, and that is Area A. Bethlehem was 80+% Christian before Oslo. 80% Christian, less than 20% Muslim. Today it's flipped. It's now 80+% Muslim.
So
it's very few Christian. And some of the Christians that I personally...
I never understood that. Well, it used to be Christian and then it flipped Muslim. So who cares? You're acting like that makes a difference. The only reason why some of these Muslim countries are so unstable and violent is because of our interference in them. So let's cut the bullshit. The ones we don't interfere in are pretty nice. You ever notice that pattern? If we interfere with them, is like kind of shit. But then if we never interfere with them, they're prospering. You ever notice that pattern when it comes to Muslim countries? Like, or is it just me?
Know and know well are Zionist. Let that surprise you. They're Zionists. They're hardcore Zionists.
And some are
Let me finish
really
my train of thought here.
Okay.
So in the Palestinian Authority, they still teach children from the time they're 5 years old.
And to be quite honest with you, like, I don't have this evil lens about Islam. Like, to be quite honest with you, they're people of the book. They believe in one God. They respect Jesus' name. I cannot be mad at people like that. I can't. I mean, people want me to be mad about a bunch of Muslims playing in Times Square, and I can't. I'm sorry. Why I can't? Because if a bunch of Christians did it, I wouldn't be upset. If a bunch of Hindus did it, I wouldn't be upset. So what the hell I look like getting upset over Muslims? And I know if a bunch of Christians did it, they wouldn't say, oh, they're asserting dominance. If Hindus did it, y'all wouldn't say they're asserting dominance. But Muslims do it, and they put their head to the ground. I don't know how whenever bowing your head was showing dominance, but I guess people are making that reach.
That the greatest thing in the world is to kill Jews. And that if they end up being a martyr, and if they kill Jews, they will get a pension for life if they die.
Nah, trust me, I know about the caliphate. The problem is that, Muslims already accepting you, bro. My stepdad is Muslim, you dumbass. I've been accepted by Muslims my entire life. I'm accepted by Muslims, bro. Okay, I get it now. You guys never actually met Muslims. You never broke bread with Muslims. You never went out with a Muslim. But you never probably even dated. Okay, I've done everything with Muslims, but I ain't a Muslim. That's the thing. So you guys never met Muslims that actually have a humane lens about them. All right, now it makes sense. You guys never actually met a Muslim to actually know about them or actually have any type of humanity towards them because you don't understand them. Like, I mean, y'all might want to actually go out there and talk to some Muslims without trying to call their prophet a pedophile and try to go there with some respect. And you'd be surprised how much respect you get back. But when you guys go out there with all the disrespect in the world, expect them to kiss your ass. I mean, what do you expect, dude?
And if they don't, they'll get a paycheck for life, and their families will. And it's called the Prisoners and Martyrs Fund. We call it Pay for Slay in the U.S. It is against our law.
A lot of Christians collecting on that?
I don't know.
Zero. So my question remains, and I'm a little bit frustrated at this point, because I'm not defending Hamas. I hate suicide bombing. I hate suicide. I hate violence. I hate the killing of children, period.
I mean, Noah, one thing y'all got to understand about me. I literally grew up with a Christian mom, Baptist Christian mom, all the way Christian. Reason why I have a Bible and everywhere I go is because my mom was so damn Christian. And then, of course, I had my Muslim dad, African Muslim out of West Africa, Bamako Male. So you got to understand, I've grew up with both cultures, and you guys don't know what y'all talking about. I'm just going to be real with you. That's just the facts.
Why can't a Christian who was born there, whose family's been there for 2,000 years, following Jesus for 2,000 years, drive because it's really close to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. He poses no threat. And why can't the United States government advocate for him to do that?
We do advocate for Americans.
No, there
because
isn't,
that's our
bro.
job.
I'm weak. The fact that you think that, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. Look, there are good Christians and there are good Muslims, both of them. Like, and trust me, I had pretty pleasant experience with both parties. I'm not gonna sit there and say that, oh, well, you must have had a better time with the Christians. Like, no, actually, I've had the same amount of fun with both sides. That's what's hilarious. Like, y'all actually think that what I'm gonna pick and choose between them? I see them as equal because they're both people, and under the eyes of God, they're all equal under God. I mean, you may see them as different, but you're not God. Thank God you're not. Like, that's what y'all are missing. That's what you guys are missing. Like, I think y'all might have forgot Jesus' teaching of, well, not hating your enemy and trying to understand your enemy. But y'all have done everything but try to mischaracterize your enemy and misrepresent them, which is crazy because I know Jesus taught us better. I mean, shoot, it's in Matthew. Do I need to read it?
And it doesn't matter whether they're Palestinian or Israeli. We do that. But as far as when they...
How many Americans are being held in Israeli prisons right
now? Total, I don't have an exact number on that. I don't know.
How can you advocate for them if you don't know how many there are?
Well, everyone that we know, we go visit. Our consular goes there almost every week and visits the Americans. It's not a large number as far as Americans, but when we have them, we go to their trials when they're on trial. So yeah, we do a lot more than you've given us credit for.
Oh, I'm giving you credit. No, you
okay, please. I'm giving you for doing that because we don't get much. No, we don't get much.
By the way, not every embassy does that. I happen to know for a fact. They don't advocate for Americans in jail. And
we take our consular services.
This is the perfect time to get into this debate because why not? Why not? You might as well go ahead and get into it. Shout out Piers Morgan. He finally had a debate after everybody been shit talking England about the Muslim invaders. You guys don't protect your borders. Well, finally, these guys are wanting to hit back. So let's hear them out. Let's hear them out. And maybe we can hate Muslims just a little bit less. I don't hate Muslims, but hey, some of my people do. And I truly think that you usually hate what you don't understand. And most of y'all don't understand. I mean, some of y'all think that, oh, well, you can't separate Islam, the religion, and their politics. I'm like, bruh, there's Muslim countries that don't have radical politics. Like, bro, I'm not saying that there isn't. So what are you trying to say? Like I said, I'm not confused about Islam. Trust me, I'm not a Muslim myself. The problem is that I just don't see them the way you guys do, and that's fine. I mean, y'all can see them as evil. I may think that's wrong, but y'all entitled to your own opinion. This is a free speech platform. This is why I don't block you guys for dissing Muslims, calling them evil, even though Muslims are close to my heart, seeing that, well, I have cousins that are Muslim. My stepdad's Muslim. So let's be real. I just don't take things personally.
Growing narrative that the UK has been invaded by radical Muslims and taken over.
These lies around quote unquote grooming gangs, which is not even a criminal category of people.
Did you say grooming gangs are not a criminal category?
It's not a criminal category.
Raping young girls is not a criminal category.
People are not prosecuted on the basis of grooming gangs. That's a media term.
Sorry, I can't let that go.
It's a coincidence that in the middle of the Epstein files, all of a sudden this scandal comes up again.
Jordan.
Oh, look at that squirrel.
Oh,
look over there. Don't look at the Epstein
excuse
files.
me, this guy
Don't look
is
at the child
beyond
rapists.
unbearable.
Okay.
Or grooming gangs.
I would like to say,
You're picking on random stuff that have no relevance. I gotta go. Bye, Piers.
Uncensored viewers will be well aware that many American politicians and commentators have a very bleak view of Britain. The UK, they say, has fallen.